All right, welcome to this new segment. What is Cosell watching? We'll be doing these periodically because I consume a lot of different forms of media, a lot of shows, documentaries, and movies and books. But you know what? For this one, we're going to start a little bit differently on something that I did watch and then did not watch and has recently been canceled. And that is Winning Time on HBO, which after 2 years was not renewed based on the book by Jeff Pearlman, Showtime on the 1980s Lakers. Now, this is a subject that's very near and dear to my heart because growing up as a child of the 80s in LA, the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Kareem, Magic, Michael Cooper, later Byron Scott, Pat Riley, and that whole crew, they were probably the most successful team, not only in Los Angeles, but the NBA, and they were truly ironic. And back then, it really was a treat to watch all the road games on KHJ Channel 9, later to become KCAL, with the great Chick Hearn. And it was truly something that I never missed. And later, from the late 80s to about 1991, I must have watched at least 95% of every Laker game, even the preseason games. I was truly a fanatic. And a lot of this really hits to the heart of my childhood. I still remember how depressed I was personally and my city over the Lakers blowing the 1984 NBA Finals. Magic probably had his worst moment as a pro, at least as an athlete, in blowing that series to the hated Celtics. In probably my favorite Laker championship and one of my great moments as a young kid growing up in Valencia, California at the time, and as a Laker fan, was on the 85 NBA Finals, what they called the Redemption Tour. They finally won at the Garden, game number 6. I could still see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hitting this long sky hook, wrapping up the game, hoisting his arms, and it really captured the spirit of our city. So I thought last year, you know what? Jeff Pearlman is a respected author. I know that he's been accused of embellishing things, but generally I've enjoyed his books. I just recently read one on the USFL. Here's the problem that I had with Showtime, the first series. It became a character assassination of certain people. And I thought it really kind of had a woke angle because it tried to portray everyone white as being either prejudiced, racist, or just really neurotic. And the portrayal of Jerry West, the logo, who in that era became this ace player personnel general manager who kind of built the team with some adroit moves and draft choices, bordered on character assassination. And it turned me off because I know people that know the logo and that know this man intimately, and they were completely offended by it. And look, I'm not saying that it was the most terrible show that I've ever seen. Look, it's not John from Cincinnati. It's not going to go down as the worst thing HBO has ever done. However, what they did to this particular individual, I thought was slanderous. And I know for a while, Mr. West was actually thinking about filing a lawsuit. Not so sure how that went. And because of that, I had no real passion for season 2, and I did not watch it. And I will point out some of the good things. I think John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss was very well casted. I think that was done well. Quincy Isaiah's Magic, that worked. Now, Norm Nixon's character, I remember thinking, wow, that looks a lot like Norm. Turns out it's his son, Devon Nixon, so that's only natural. And the way they did some of the game sequences and the moments, I thought was pretty creative. But overall, I just felt that everyone, or certain characters like Chick Hearn, became this over-the-top caricature, and it bothered me, and maybe because I'm biased, because I have such a high esteem for these individuals, but over time, I just felt that some of the elements did not work. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm going to be out. I am going to load manage my viewing for season number 2, and there will not be a season number 3. And I have to be honest, as much as I love the Lakers, I did not love Winning Time.
If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.